Hey everybody, welcome back to LeftPawGaming. Today we've got some more of my walkthrough footage of Lost Judgment. Last video, we talked to the Gome Jewel to find out that Kuwana staged the whole thing of the eyewitness seeing him in Ijincho. Today, we're going to meet up with Kuwana and Tesso of the Liumang. Let's jump in. Kuwana's with the Liumang? Like, I don't understand. How did this happen?
So, where do we find Kuwana-san?
I mean, he does
I'm sure
know
the Liumang will
underground.
lead us to him. Just so happens I've got a brother there named Tesso.
Oh, what?
Now let's get there before Kuwana changes his mind.
Alright. Is there something that Tesso didn't tell us about Kuwana? I mean, he's under no obligation to tell us anything, but I'm curious how this has all gone down. I don't even know how far we are. We're just gonna... Oh, God. Run into a wall. We're just gonna run there. Take out some fools while we're on the way. Let's get them! Oh, arcade members. Definitely want to kick their teeth out. Come on, fools. Done. I want some of this pipe. Boom! Wait. Pause. Come on now. What is this? Ooh! A little Superman punch action. Had to practice my kicks on the tree.
Hey, I'm over here.
Oh, get you some. There it is. Kick him while he's down. I'm all about it. Not these
waste.
streets. Not these streets. We're gonna fight some more too. More RK? No, we'll wait. We're close to the marker. Is this the I think, yeah.
So,
I
you
think
young
it is.
Miyonaki? Tesso-san told me to let you in.
Yakami Aniki?
Will you be coming inside?
I don't know why I was laughing. I don't understand the Aniki thing. Yes, let me pass.
Sure, let me pass.
This way, please.
I know that all the additions after names are supposed to mean something. I don't know where Aniki fits. I'll have to look that up. Don't want to sound ignorant. It's like different levels of affection and like mutual respect and things.
Hey man, welcome back, friends.
Tesso Aniki? Do I have to call you that?
Take a seat. And you too, buddy.
This'll be fun.
Oh, he's already sitting down. Hi, Kuwana.
And which of your names should we be using for you now? Kuwana? Or do you prefer Kitakata-sensei?
Kitakata's a name that's been all but murdered by society. In Ijincho, I'm just a merry old handyman Kuwana-san.
With his trusty
If you ask the
e-cig.
cops, you're the murder suspect Kitakata. After killing Sawa-sensei, you fled the scene. At least, that's the story the police top brass are passing down through the ranks. Now, why would they say something like that about you?
Calm down, Yagami. How come you never relax?
Everyone's always saying that he's...
So Kuwana hired
never
you
relaxed.
guys from the start, and you pretended to not know each other in front of me? If that's the case, you really went all out for me.
Didn't I tell you? The Liumang accepts anonymous requests too. Tesso didn't know I was the one who hired him.
Interesting.
I suppose there's no point in hiding that now.
That's just how it is. Nothing to get mad over, bro.
You really aren't hiding anything? Did you tell him all you've done?
He's a former high school teacher who's going around killing bullies. Can't be much more to hide than that. Do you need any more convincing?
Jesus.
Honestly, I'm at a loss. I worked my ass off to get where you are.
And I'm still trying to untangle the mess you've made of it. You've got my student helpers by the throats. So I'm really backed into a corner here.
You mean the graduates from Kurokawa Academy? Like Mamiya-san?
Very good, Sugiura-kun. So how about it? No reason for us to doubt each other's intentions, right? All the secrets are out in the open now.
Fine. Then I'm gonna light up.
Okay.
You were just over at Komijul, weren't you? RK was looking for me there. The police even lent them a hand.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm even more confused. I give up. Who in the world could be after me? Who has influence over both RK and the police?
That's a good
Care
question.
to venture a guess?
They'd be the uneducated guesses of a handyman. You got any bright ideas yourself, Master Detective?
I haven't confirmed it for sure yet, but I have a pretty good theory for you.
Well, let's hear it.
Who?
Oh, public security.
The Public Security Division. That's what a detective from Kanagawa PD said. According to them, you're the prime suspect in Sawa-sensei's murder. That's why Kanagawa PD was told to lay off RK. Any trace of RK in the footage near Sawa-sensei's place is gone. Likely
I don't understand why that
security's
would be
work.
the case, though.
And with that kind of backing, it's understandable why RK is so confident.
Yo, hold up again. Why is public security after Kuwana in the first place?
They're working with Reiko Kusumoto.
Public security is probably working for Reiko Kusumoto, Vice Minister of the Ministry of Health.
What?
Kuwana, you had your students kidnap Shinya Kawai, right? 5 years ago in Kamurocho? Kawai bullied Reiko Kusumoto's son, Mitsuru-kun. That painted a target on his back for you. But before you took Kawai out, you approached Reiko Kusumoto with your revenge offer, didn't
Oh,
you?
that's right. He did approach all the
Ahara
families.
told us that. Before taking revenge on a bully, you'd approach the family about it first. Did you make the same offer to Reiko Kusumoto?
What if I did?
She's the Vice Minister of the Ministry of Health. She's pretty popular. She's even cleaning up her predecessor's mess. If it were to surface that she agreed to a revenge killing, they'd have yet another massive scandal on their hands.
Yeah. You're target number
And
one
if you
to keep
get to go
quiet.
down in cuffs instead of a body bag, that detail may just come out. Before that can happen, Reiko Kusumoto plans to
Have me silenced and use public security to do it.
Exactly. Except public security can't just go after you, so they subcontracted RK to do the dirty work. That would explain why public security is trying to cover for RK.
I see. Well, the logic starts off soundly enough.
Something wrong with it?
Unfortunately, yes. Something does stick out.
What?
And what's that?
I did, in fact, approach Kusumoto-san 5 years ago about taking revenge on Shinya Kawai. And just as you said, I used Mamiya-kun and the others to kidnap Kawai.
And?
From that point on, Kusumoto-san knew I was directing Mamiya-kun and the others. She'd seen their faces, knew their identities, everything. So, if Kusumoto-san wanted to go after me, Mamiya-kun and the others would be first on the list. But the fact is,
Maybe.
public security hasn't laid a finger on them, even now. Which means, Kusumoto-san isn't the one giving them orders.
I guess.
Sure, that makes some sense.
Hey, so sorry if this is off topic, but what was Kusumoto-san doing when Shinya Kawai was killed 5 years back?
She was standing right there with me. Afterwards, she took 3 days of PTO, and that was a first for her.
Okay.
Why?
Shinya Kawai died at the hands of Kusumoto-san.
Oh.
She drove the knife into his chest personally. She took it slow, making sure he suffered the whole time.
Jesus.
Just like Akihiro Ehara, she avenged her son with her own 2 hands. I admire her.
She killed Kawai herself?
Interesting. It is a long time to have to hold on to something like that.
Afterward, she told me she'd never wash the smell of his blood off her hands.
Damn, man.
I was the only one who knew that, by the way. The others have no idea. On that day 5 years ago, I sent them straight home after they brought me Kawai. And I was the only one with Kusumoto-san when she killed him.
This sounds way too crazy to be real.
Right? That's what I'm
Even
thinking.
so, the fact is, Kusumoto-san hasn't betrayed me. Besides, I doubt the Vice Minister is powerful enough to order public security around.
Then who is giving them their orders?
Well, I'd say your theory's on the right track. I'm sure public security contracted RK. It lines up with what's happened so far. I imagine they're so persistent because they know I can be used against Kusumoto-san.
Either
How,
way,
though?
whoever's
How do they
pulling
know
the strings
this?
is someone who'll benefit from your capture. So if it isn't Reiko Kusumoto, maybe it's one of her enemies?
An enemy?
Yeah, like someone within the Ministry of Health. Or maybe even some kind of political rival. Nothing would be more valuable to them than dirt on Kusumoto, right? They're probably trying to take her down. Or they could threaten and manipulate her as they see fit.
Interesting theories.
Is that why public security's been taking action? If they wanted to take her down, they could have had the police investigate her fair and square.
Right. Kusumoto-san can walk away from the Ministry of Health anytime she wants. Plus, she has the public's support, especially with the younger crowds. All just more reasons for her to have enemies.
I read some article about how even the Prime Minister has a hard time with her. Like, she'll get up in his face every time he signs an order. Dumbass loses so many arguments, he practically works for her now.
So the Prime Minister's trying to find some dirt on Reiko Kusumoto?
He's just an example. Weren't you listening when we said Kusumoto-san has lots of enemies in her position?
Hey, don't be a dick.
So whoever's behind this may have been looking for a weakness in Kusumoto-san for a while. They must have got their start
This
after
is deep.
realizing Ehara's case was really about getting revenge on a bully. That puts Ehara and Reiko Kusumoto in the same boat, being that their only sons were bullying victims. And if they discovered that Kawai also vanished 5 years ago,
Regardless, that wouldn't account for the rest of the incidents where a bully ended up dead. You'd know. You're the one going up and down the whole country killing them off, aren't you? Kawai makes number 7.
7? Damn, man.
it wouldn't take much to connect the dots. It'd lead straight to her, Reiko Kusumoto. Then they'd know that she was among the victims who got her revenge.
Yeah. And then, to Ahara's case. The link between him and Kusumoto is clear as day now if you know what you're looking for.
Yeah, but you gotta really
That
know.
link is Sawa-sensei. It took me a while, but I connected the two cases together myself.
I don't know how they get
It
connected.
was RK. She never should have even been on their radar. In fact, they traced your name from her. Sawa-sensei knew. She suspected you were involved with the Mikoshiba murder in one way or another, right?
I mean, you did tell us
You
that.
don't care. You see your killing spree on these former bullies like you're doing the country a service. In your eyes, this is vengeance. Actually, no. You'd call it justice, wouldn't you?
Of course.
Except, Sawa-sensei wouldn't have died if it was.
That was never my intent. She shouldn't have died.
No. You don't get to just brush her off like that. Like an afterthought. You had to have known you'd go down for this eventually. And you're fine if all your old students like you and Mamiya go down with you. By then, why would you look back at your trail of blood? Why would you clean up all your carnage? It's not your problem, right?
He's pissed.
You move forward with one purpose. Send as many bullies to hell as you can. Beyond that, you don't give a shit what happens. Sawa-sensei died in tears. You didn't see what I saw. The fear she must have felt was still frozen on her face. You, Ehara, Reiko Kusumoto, you're all murderers. And so far, all of you have gotten away with it. So why did Yoko Sawa end up having to pay the price? Tell me, will you even be able to look her in the eye when you die?
Ooh.
I doubt it. That's gonna follow me well into the afterlife. So what now, then? March to the cops and turn myself in?
You should. If you don't do exactly that, no one will know why she had to die, and that'll be the end of her story. Everyone will keep on dancing around her death, even though she was completely innocent. just like the cops are doing.
Afraid I can't do that.
Just gonna let her
If
die
I
like
turn
that?
myself in now, there's only one thing that happens. Public security takes me out. And worse, Reiko Kusumoto would be compromised. And that, I will never allow to happen. Of all the people involved in this, she deserves to walk free. Her revenge was justified.
You think so?
All she did was scrape off the scum of the earth that pushed her only son into an attempted suicide. She didn't sit around crying about a legal miscarriage. She took justice into her own hands. No one has any right to indict her for that. So don't go there. Nobody lays a finger on her.
Ooh, he's pissed too.
Hey, skinny ginger kid. Looks like this is gonna turn into a little more than a chat.
Good thinking.
Yeah. Oh my god. For real? Are we about to brawl with Kuwana?
So is your plan to kill me too? Anyone who interferes with your justice? We all get added to your body count, don't we?
The punishment fits the crime. You're just blind. If you can't see that, then you can go to hell!
Okay. Here we go. Yeah, we're not full health. Oh my god. Hopefully we do better this time. He got a light blue health bar. He's got 4 health bars. Light blue, purple, orange, and then yellow. Yellow, whatever. Good god, this is gonna be a long fight. Whoop. Dodge moves. There we go. Nice. Kick the chairs out of the way. Oh. Low on health. Gotta watch that. Come on now. There we go. Get him. Swoop. Punch. He rolls out of the way, so no face kick. Oh, did you see that crane stop? Get out of here. Let's heal up some. Not that. Sushi. Sushi. Full health. Like it never happened. Little Hurricane Rana. Get you some face kick. I love it. Do it again. You want to keep throwing me down? It's going to happen every single time. Oh, look out for that face kick. All the blood coming out of your mouth. You deserve it. There we go. There we go. Kick him as he's running in. I like that. A little face kick. Nice. Jesus. Down to the last health bar. Look at that. Not doing too bad in this fight, I'd say. Oh. He might get a little more frantic with this last health bar, though. Bring it up. Happens a lot. Bosses a lot of times will go through stages. Depending on how much health they lose, they'll start attacking a little bit differently. Use different... Actually, their movesets might even change up. Or... Not change up, but they just kind of disregard older moves and continue using a deeper part of their fight set. What? You assaulted him. Okay. We should heal up again before we kick up into this mess. There we go. Bring it up. Definitely a lot more aggressive in this last health bar. Just gotta end him here. Big dodges. There it is. There it is.
How long has this been going now?
I lost track.
Yeah.
Call it?
Nah. They're gonna tire out eventually.
They'll let them go till they're tired.
Beating the shit out of each other is the way some people communicate.
I can see that.
There we go. Now let's stop.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about that time.
Haven't you had enough yet?
What?
You think it's time to give it a rest?
Hell no. Stay out of our way.
You're not looking so hot.
You got lucky I stopped when I did, you know. I had a move lined up with your name on it.
Nice.
You're the one who got lucky as far as I'm concerned. I was about to kick your ass.
What a fucking mess, guys.
Yeah. Great job ruining the Liumang hideout. Alright guys, we're going to cut this video off right here. I think it's a good spot to stop because, well, we got some info, right? We have a little more insight into what Kuwana's been doing, how many strings he's really been pulling, right? The fact that he anonymously set up the Liumang to attack everybody, even when he was a part of it, right? He helped fight against the Liumang when he hired them, but he also was set up to be working with them. So he's in a very unique spot. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit deeper and we decide on something pretty interesting. So as usual, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We will see you guys in the next video.